I'd love to know, can you solve a Rubik's Cube? Okay, well, what about 560 Rubik's Cubes? And then after you solve them, arrange them so their colors transform into a portrait of your very favorite athlete. Well, in my case, the answer is no, no, and definitely not. But one artist recently caught the attention of the Las Vegas Raiders for doing just that. 13 Action News' Amy Abdelsayed spoke with Dylan Sadiq about this impressive talent.
Raider Nation has been known to express its love in creative ways, but one artist recently caught the team's attention with something a bit more puzzling.
My name is Dylan Sadiq. I'm a full-time Rubik's Cube artist and a full-time college student at Rutgers University.
Dylan is an engineering major who uses Rubik's Cubes to make artwork.
You can find my work on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter at The College Cuber.
Including this portrait of Raiders quarterback Carr.
I think they were the first team ever to comment on my Instagram.
They may have been the first team on Instagram, but Dylan has received tons of requests from professional teams on his other platforms.
That's how I make my videos. I put their comment on the top.
He says the Raiders liked what they saw and reached out to him asking for a portrait of either Carr or Darren Waller.
Two great guys. Very hard choice to pick between them two. I came up with a design, made Derek Carr, and I actually really enjoyed it. They loved it.
It wasn't just the team who loved it. Carr had something to say about it too.
Yeah, that actually does not happen too often when the player themselves, he seemed to really love my artwork. It was amazing.
After he shares a video of his creation, he destroys it to reuse the cubes and save some money and space in his home.
You're very talented and you're dope, man. Keep going. Much love to you, man. Thank you.
With so much attention from the high-profile accounts, it's easy to forget that for Dylan, this all started about 4 months ago.
With the company Rubik's, they have their own space called Rubik's Mosaics. There's tons of other ambassadors and whatnot. And I got very interested in their artwork. I thought it was amazing. I thought I could do it.
He committed, bought 600 cubes at once, and just kind of figured it out.
I had no idea what I was doing. Didn't know how to make the mosaics. I just knew I wanted to do it.
His first portrait was the basketball player Luka Doncic.
My favorite sport is actually the NBA. I love basketball. I learned most of my sports through video games.
Each mosaic he makes requires 560 cubes and about 3 hours to construct. Even with the recycling, you'll find almost 2,000 cubes in his place, ready for the next challenge. But just 5 months or so ago, that wasn't the case at all.
My background is more in just business.
Business is something he picked up from family, like much of who he is today.
I have an older brother and a younger brother, and we just live with my mom. She came from Trinidad when she was 19 years old by herself. So she started this story.
And Dylan lights up when he talks about his older brother, who first challenged him when he was 10 to learn how to solve a cube with the promise of a video game if he could do it.
He's literally my biggest inspiration. I love that guy so much. So he got really into business.
His brother started his own car leasing company, where Dylan says he got a lot of hands-on experience when he was still in high school.
You learn about business, you learn about so many valuable lessons, and it's you really realize the importance of business in the world.
He soon followed his brother's footsteps.
I started something completely different. Last year, I started my very own pressure washing business. So I bought a bunch of stuff. I bought a truck, tons of professional grade equipment. I went really hard. I opened up my first LLC and it was going great. I was doing awesome, but then I was like, well, I'm still kind of bored. And that's when I got into my cubing.
Dylan says he didn't expect anything from the cubing.
I was literally just having fun. And that took over my whole life.
So much so, he paused the pressure washing business and shifted his focus.
So now the College Cuber actually has his own LLC too. I'm officially my own business.
And sometimes, instead of destroying his art, it lives on as a purchased commission. This piece is currently hanging in Red Bulls Arena in New Jersey after the team purchased it.
I got my first business credit card in the mail. I'm learning so many things.
The learning happening both outside and inside of the classroom.
It has a strong stigma to it, and it's all true. Everything they say, it's true. It's very, very, very difficult. The most valuable information you learn in engineering is there's no type of problem too big to take. You could figure out anything.
He's in his senior year, so graduating is right around the corner, and he says he knows what he wants to do after school.
I specifically am a prosthetic engineer, so I really wanted to help people that are unable to do everyday tasks like we are. We really take that for granted.
In the meantime, Dylan says business has taught him one thing he hopes others know too.
I'm no one special. I'm just like everybody else. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where my future takes me. I just try, I figure something out and I go all in. I try as hard as I possibly can, harder than anyone else, anyone that I know. And that's like really where you see your success.
For How to Vegas, I'm Amy Abdelsayed.